2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay,
Monday.
I thought you said Monday.
Like mundane Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Welcome to New York City, the home of the Knicks. And, of course, Marco Bellinelli. With him gone, we'll see how they get along.
Kevin, I thought he was really an important player for them, undervalued and not given the credit he deserved. That's not to say the trade was a mistake, but I think they'll miss him more than you might expect.
You know, chemistry-wise, I agree with you, Clark, because he was a glue guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of held things together for them in a few areas, and so not having him around might take some getting used to.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Collison is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then there's Terrence Jones. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Gay in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Freak. Lopez dishes to Anthony. Just 4 to shoot. Almost, but it rolls out. So for the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought, set the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to.
Here's Jones. Following the basket by Lance Stevenson. Lopez a screen. Jones drives in. It's deflected. And stolen by Cousins. Collison up top. Lopez covering. Here's Gay. And Jones pulls it down. Now the Knicks with it. It's a 5-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for them. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game. But when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Collison. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Doris Burke spoke with George Carl. Doris?
Kevin, speaking to him about their game plan, he said it is all about taking care of the ball and not forcing anything. He said the one team that beats us more than any other is ourselves. We get sloppy on offense, and it'll be a very tough game for us to win. It's something I stressed to them before the game. Let's see if they heard the message, guys.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of their offensive philosophy really centers around their ability to create and take good shots.
And, of course, that's something that a lot of teams would benefit from, guys. I mean, they're looking to play a very cerebral and disciplined game today.
And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. Second, Carmelo Anthony.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, you know, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it. But they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity strike this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Now, here's Stevenson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
New York trailing. A follow outside. And there's the feed to Anthony. Screen by Jones. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Gay. 17 points for him last game against Orlando. Cousins with a screen on Anthony. The drive by Gay. The Knicks pull it in. 3-on-3. And stolen by Cousins. Follow against Stevenson. He kicks to Collison. Offensive rebound. And Cousins gets it to go.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Knicks trail by 4. Anthony kicks to Jones. A baseline J, and he nails the jumper. Now here's Collison. He has 5. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Here's Jones. Good work defensively by Anthony.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Sometimes you can catch the defense napping when you make a strong pass like that in transition.
Here's Collison following the basket by Freak. Outside Collison. Clock at 6. Cousins, the pass to Collison. Tries it from the top of the key. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Collison's got 7.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Jones kicks to Matt. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Knicks tied at 13.
Collison with it. 7 points in the game. Kicks to Stevenson. Back to Collison. He dishes it to Cousins. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Jones. An 11-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Mack, good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Collison with it, guarded by Mack. Collison kicks to Cousins. A fader. No good off the back of the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You've got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at Oklahoma City. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. Sacramento just need to take it a game at a time.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Well, it figures to be a hectic finish to the season as they attempt to lock down a postseason berth. They've got very little margin for error the rest of the way. This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The Kings trail by 3. Now Rondo. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Magic in Orlando. Pass to Cousins. 11 feet away. Misses off the left iron.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And that one's good, Anthony.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Rondo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. No good, unable to end this run.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Here's Jones. Aaron Brooks picking up that last basket. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. And Derek Williams subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Then for the Kings, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Cody Zeller comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Lance Stevenson. That's good.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Now here's Williams. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Mack. And again, it's New York.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They set the pick. And it's Rondo penetrating. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Rondo's got his first 2 points of the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Brooks. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And he gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 4.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The drive by Rondo. Nobody near Gay. And the 3 off target. Here's New York. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And checking out some stats for Rajon Rondo. How last month turned out for him, he's getting around 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Now here's Williams. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And that one's good. Brooks.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Alvaro Camino, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Rondo penetrating, banked in off the glass. Rondo's got his second bucket of the night.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Mack dishes to Sanders. The pass to Brooks. There's the pick. Off the screen. Great D that time from Rondo.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash-mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
It's this simple, guys. No rebounds, no rings. We need to dominate the glass.
Let's see how they stacked up in the league statistically. First and second chance points,
Third
third in opponent field goal percentage. And they also show up top 5 in block shots.
And going back to their offensive rebounding, and that #1 ranking in second chance buckets, I think it speaks to their tenacity and physicality. They go at you. No question about that.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Mack. And the Knicks miss again. The Kings trail by 4. Out to the right wing. Here's Aminu. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Aminu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Brooks kicks to Mack. He feeds it to Williams. Mack, the pass to Seraphin. That is good. Seraphin's got his second basket.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pick by Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. Now here's McCollum. Brooks covering.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
30.
To the paint. Here's Rondo. Soft touch off the glass. Rondo's got 6.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Knicks lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And a chance to hear from former #2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus offensively. Two huge improvements for him. Greg, can he do more?
Definitely. He's already taken a big leap forward, and there's plenty more room for him to grow. He could become a real beast in this league.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Matt in at point guard. Sanders is out there with Perry Jones. Then there's a follow, and it's Anthony in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He finished with 33 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Over to the left wing. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Now it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
A drive by Collison, and the rejection by Sanders.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And Anthony gets it to go. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Knicks?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And the wide-open shot from Collison. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. Robin Lopez is checked in for Larry Sanders. Sacramento also making some changes. Terrence Jones is checked in for Cody Zeller. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu, pushing their lead to double digits. 18 points for Freak.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Our 2K leaderboard up on the screen now, giving you a look at the small forward position and the players with the most rebounds per game this year. 5th, Carmelo Anthony.
And maybe the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists. And really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge.
The Kings have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first one falls. Second free throw, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Collison kicks to Gay. Jones with the screen on Anthony. Gay with it. Now Anthony defending. Stevenson with a clean look. Sacramento again missing. Knicks on offense. They're on a 10-1 run. And Jones sends it back. And he gets it back.
Next up, 47, 33.
The Kings trail by 14. Collison kicks to Gay. Screen by Cousins. Dishes it to Collison. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Collison's got 9 points.
Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
Mack, good.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Pass to Gay. Here's Cousins, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Kicks it out to Gay. There's the dish to Stevenson. Goes up on the wing, and Jones pulls it down.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Aflalo with it. Gay picks him up defensively. New York needs to get off a shot. That's good. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
Gay drives in. No good there off the double clutch. The Knicks leading by 16. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. The Knicks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First free throw is good.
Melo having a terrific game. 16 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
The Knicks making a switch here. Larkin's checked in. And it's the Knicks with the ball. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Mack, good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Passes it to Larkin. Feeds to Anthony. And a wide open look for Freak. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Taking a look at some numbers for Freak. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging 41 points, 10 assists, and almost 2.5. How he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Darren Collison. Rondo kicks to Gay to stop the run. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Larkin dishes to Jones. Here's Anthony. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Taken away by Anthony. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Lopez with the block. Out left to the wing. Here's Mack. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And a wide open look for Rondo. Here's Jones, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his second personal foul.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Perry Jones. And Brooks subbed in for Mack. The Kings trail by 21. Gay kicks to Rondo. Back to Gay. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Gay's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Deep 2 from Anthony, and the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. The Kings shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Gay in the corner. Now the feed to Jones, and he gets the bucket. Jones has got his second basket of the night. The Knicks leading by 17. Outside Williams, he kicks to Brooks. And Jones sends it back, and they'll keep possession. Williams, no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Cullen passes to Cauley-Stein. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Brooks kicks to Anthony. Outside Williams. Lots of room. Williams with another miss.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Kicks it out to Gay. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
And he gets it to go. And that's 20 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And here's Gay. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Seraphin. The Knicks leading by 15. Williams attacking from 10 feet out. The shot will not go. Kings shooting a pretty cool 37% from the floor in the second. Not what they're looking for. Gay against Anthony. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Gay. They grab their own miss. The Knicks shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Brooks kicks to Larkin. Anthony with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Here's Larkin. Off target from three-point range. The Kings trail by 15. Rondo kicks to McCollum. Jones with the screen on Williams. McCollum dishes to Jones. Good on the triple. Jones has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Williams passes to Seraphin. Lets it go from 14. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Knicks lead by 14.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
No luck. The Knicks go the other way with it. 22 is their biggest lead. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Kicks it to Jones. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Larkin. He is guarded by McCollum. Larkin kicks to Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
It's Gay on the way. That one a little long. Anthony can't get it to go. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. New York ahead, up by 16. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
Kevin, an interesting response. Over to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
All right, listen up. Terrific job so far. The fans are into this game, and we're going to keep them there. Well, we've established a clear dominance on the interior at the offensive end. And until they prove they can stop our inside game, we have to continue to pound it into the post. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants, and in that first half he wanted to quite a bit,
and that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Sacramento, we've got Rudy Gay. Jones is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and there's Collison, and it's Stevenson in a two-guard.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Aflalo dishes to Anthony. Jones the pass to Aflalo. Outside Anthony. New York moving it around. Lopez. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Collison kicks to Gay. Gay is doubled. Back to Collison. Stevenson outside. Takes a three. But they recover it. Jones dishes to Stevenson. In the corner, Collison with it. Over Aflalo. Collison, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Gay outside. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. The teardrop falls in. Gay's got 14 points for the game.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Follow the pass to Jones. Freak with it, working on Collison. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and two shots coming up. The Knicks shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
Lopez taking two shots.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. The Kings trail by 17. And Stevenson kicks to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Anthony. Tries to keep it alive. Jones drives in. No good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Anthony with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Some changes for Sacramento. Cody Zeller comes in for Terrence Jones. And it's Aminu in for Rudy Gay.
Cody Zeller.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. He dishes it to Lopez. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lopez has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Collison kicks to Stevenson. Pass to Aminu. He feeds it to Zeller. Follow against Stevenson. Looking to end his cold spell.
What are you doing?
For Sacramento, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Sanders is checked in. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Now the pass to Matt. Down low. Here's Lopez. He sinks the 11-footer. Lopez has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. Extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Sanders dishes to Mack. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And what a tremendous game for Freak. He's got 24 points and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. He could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
And Mack drops them both. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lopez with the steal. And now running it up the court, Matt pushing it up, and it's slammed in by Jones.
This is a nice third-quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
To the left wing. Flalo against Stevenson. Dishes to Cousins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 6th assist on the night. The kick out to Flalo. New York moving the ball around. Here's Jones, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Cousins, no one around him. No good off the back of the rim. Flalo outside. Sanders passes to Matt. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Cousins. Sacramento's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Stevenson with it. Now guarded by Flalo. Jones drives in, and Sanders throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Cousins. That doesn't go either for Cousins.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Inside, Collison. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Stevenson against Flalo. Jones kicks to Sanders. Pass to Mack. A 3-ball. Great D that time from Collison. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Picked by Zeller. Here's Stevenson, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Here's Mack. No good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
Boy, it's been fun to watch Collison in this one. He has 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
So for the Knicks, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Perry Jones. And it's Brooks in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Sacramento, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Just 5 on the clock. And Mack kicks to Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Serafin. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Serafin's got 8 points.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
Williams kicks to Mack. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's now 28 points for Freak.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Cauley Stein's shot is good. 6 points for him.
Now we're talking. He abused the defender off the dribble and then just was able to glide in for the layup.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Freak number 1.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
The first free throw is good. Sacramento making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And Mack drops them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Zeller setting the pick for McCollum. The drive by Rondo. It's rebounded by Seraphin. Seraphin's got his third rebound tonight. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Fast breaks yield easy buckets, guys. They've made the most of their chances in that regard. The defense not able to get set. You get a running start to the rim, you should get a good number of scoring chances that way.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Sacramento. The Knicks have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. That one misses for Brooks. Sacramento's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Rondo kicks to McCollum. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Brooks. 6 points for him. Zeller grabs the board. Now here's McCollum. Fires for 3, and he gets it to go. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Mack, good.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Gay outside. They set the pick. The dish to Cauley Stein. Zeller passes to Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rondo's got 8.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Come on and give it up.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at New York. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Cleveland right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
Well, I think for New York, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
Feeds to Jones. Baseline try, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Williams. He kicks it to Seraphin. And it's Brooks in the corner. Banked in off the glass. Brooks has got 8.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
That's a jump ball.
So it's Sacramento now. Jones dishes to McCollum. Lets a floater go. They retain possession. And Mack kicks to Williams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Game. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Baseline J on the way, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his third assist on the night. The drive by Rondo goes up the baseline, and the rejection by Sanders. And now the Knicks on the break. The shot and game clock separated by 4.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Outside Rondo. And there's the feed to Gay. Back to Rondo. They need this. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. New York ahead, running away with it. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And here are the Kings now. McAdoo out there with Williams. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Larkin in the point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Ortega. It's rebounded by New York. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Larkin kicks to Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
There's the pick. And Sloan kicks to Caspi. Traps in the tray. Caspi's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Kings.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Larkin, the pass to Seraphin. And that one's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Sloan. Here's Aminu. And it takes a hard bounce.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Here's Larkin. Rebound by Caspi. Sacramento's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Aminu dishes to McCollum. Sloan in the corner. Three-pointer. And that one's good.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Larkin kicks to Aflalo. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Larkin, the pass to Seraphin. It's hauled in by the Kings. Here's Sloan. Kicks it to Casper. Out to the wing. Pass to Sloan. Shot clock at 6. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Aflalo goes in, and he gets it to go.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Sacramento's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Sloan dishes to Caspi. Again, Sacramento.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Larkin kicks to Seraphin, and that one's good.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Sacramento's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's the screen. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Here's Sloan, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
One shot.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Sloan. So for the Knicks, Lopez comes in for Kevin Serafin, and Jones subbed in for Williams. Zeller, he's checked in for Sacramento. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Sloan. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And Aflalo kicks to Jones. Back to Aflalo. Shoots off the step back. And it's Sloan with the rebound. The Kings have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Zeller, a screen on Aflalo. Sloan passes to Zeller. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Larkin kicks to McAdoo. They set the pick. Here's Larkin.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. Count the bucket. And here are the Kings now. McCollum kicks to Sloan. He dishes it to Casper. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 8 rebounds in this game. And Aflalo kicks to Jones. He feeds it to McAdoo. Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on El Farouk Aminu.
We've seen Perry Jones getting it done. 10 points and 5 assists. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Rivers, he's checked in for the Knicks. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The pass to McCollum. Cannot hit, so New York will take it the other way. Rivers kicks to McAdoo. Here's Larkin. Outside, Jones. Nice shot by Larkin.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
The Kings have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lopez a screen. Larkin dishes to Jones. Excellent use of the screen that time. Jones has got 9 points here in the second half.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Sloan passes to Caspi. There's the pick.
Foul call. Rivers. That's his first.
Max checked in for McAdoo.
Checking in for your Knicks. Free.
McCollum with the ball. It's stolen by Jones. Dishes it to Larkin. And he converts the layup.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Pass to Mack. Down low, here's Lopez, and he uses the glass on the layup. Sacramento's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Crespi with the bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Rivers kicks to Mack. To the paint. Here's Lopez. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
And that one's good. Now, Freak, and here are the Knicks. They're on a 14-5 run. Kicks it out to Jones. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter. The Kings have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Here's Sloan. He's covered by Mack. Just 5 to shoot. Deflects the pass. Lopez with the steal. New York's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Rivers dishes to Lopez. Lets it go from 11. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Aminu with the bucket.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that 3-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
And Matt kicks to Larkin. 5 to shoot. Now the dish to Mack. Puts up a 3. Kept alive by New York. And here's Aminu. There's a screen. Here's Sloan. The 3-pointer off the mark. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Jones, no luck. Sacramento's gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Here's Sloan. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Here's Larkin. Lopez a screen. Larkin kicks to Jones. Hits the 3-point foul. Jones has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
And a one-sided season series this has been. I mean, in the final game of the year between these two teams, they do everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Kings.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. definitely had the hot hand.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Jones. And it's a Flalo in for Rivers. Larkin kicks to Mack. A Flalo, the pass to Larkin. There's a good screen. Feeds it to Seraphin. Shoots from 14. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Hey. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
This ain't rapping, this is street hop. Now get up off your like your feet hot. My lob lit up.
Well, plenty of assists for you tonight. The ball was changing sides of the floor. How fun was it for you tonight to keep setting up your team?
Oh, it was a blast, Doris. To me, there's no greater feeling of accomplishment on a basketball floor than when you make a perfect pass to a teammate, set them up for an easy score. To get that and win like tonight, that's amazing.
Hard to doubt it was a job well done. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight. And you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball. Man.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.